Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. How you making out? I'm doing all right. It's a beautiful day here in the backwoods of Nova Scotia. Today we've got a new topic for you. The first two videos we've been outside, but today we're going undercover. Follow me. There are many things to quail farming, but today we're going to focus on just the cage and how we raise them and what we do to keep them happy. So that's today's episode. Quail like to be in confined places. They don't like very big nests because they don't feel safe. The smaller the cage, the safer they feel. So we had these cages around our farm here, and we didn't make them for quail cages, but they worked out. They're working out perfect for quail cages. They just love the quail. Love them. You can take a look here. The original wire was 1.5 by 1, but that was too big for predators to come and get them, like rats or mink or something. So we put a 1/2 by 1 inch on top of the 1.5 by 1, just to save them from the critters. And on the edges out there, it's a smaller mesh wire too, so they should be safe in these nests. The reason quail like small cages is because they're very skittish, and sometimes when they're scared, they jump up. So they don't want too high of a ceiling, because if they jump up and hit the ceiling, they can break their necks because they get so scared. So this is a perfect height for the quail. They can't gain enough momentum to hurt themselves when they get scared. But our quails, when we first brought them here, they were scared, but they've been doing really well lately. They've calmed down a lot. So once you're around them more and there's not predators trying to get them all the time, they do calm down and they're not so skittish. So these quail here, we brought them in here this week, and you can see the feeders that we have for them now. Those are the feeders that we have for now, but they're not ideal because quail are very messy eaters. What they like to do is get their head in the feed, and they start shaking their head, and the feed goes everywhere. So these cups right here that we have the feed in are not good. It's just a temporary thing. What we're going to do eventually is put these. This is something another thing we had lying around the farm. We have these feeders here where they can stick their head in and they can shake their head all they want, and the feed doesn't get wasted. So it's been a big money saver, these feeders, and already we see the benefits of them. So we're hoping to find some more. We've run out. We need some more of them. So these quail here that are in these cages, they're about 4 weeks old. So they were born around the end of July. I know it's hard to believe for some people who don't know about quail, but in 2 weeks, these birds will be laying their own eggs of their own, in 2 or 3 weeks, because quail only need to be 6 weeks old before they start laying. So that's a real benefit to raising quail. And they're full grown. If you want to eat them at 6 to 7 weeks, you can eat them too. So it's a very fast turnaround for quail. They grow very fast and they do well. Okay, so this is what we're looking for every morning when we come to see the quail. And like I said, in 2 weeks, the quail that we looked at today, they'll be laying these eggs. I know they're not very big. It takes around 3.5 to 4 of them to make a chicken egg, but they are delicious. And if you look them up online to see the health benefits, I think it would blow you away how good quail eggs are for you. This is inside the cage. We like to put straw and sometimes shavings. The quail love the bedding, and they love to play around in it and ruffle their feathers in it to clean them off. They just have a really good time in the bedding. When we do come to incubating time, we like to make sure that the eggs have a good chance of being fertilized. That's why we do a 3-to-1 ratio instead of a little higher. You may be wondering, how do we tell a male from a female in the quail? At first we thought it was going to be hard too, but there's a very easy way to find out. Females on the breast are speckled like this. You can see it's like salt and pepper. It's speckled. And on the males, there's no speckles. It's just one solid color. Very even. That's a nice male right there. Since we're new to quail farming, we weren't exactly sure what was the best feed, especially feed that we could find in our area. But we've come to decide that chicken layer mash is the feed that the quail do best on, especially since we're trying to get egg production. So a chicken layer mash. Other ones we've tried is a crumble, which is okay, but we tried the pellets, and that's definitely not okay because the pellets are hard for the little quail to consume. And another one that we've tried but it's not available in our area is turkey starter. I've heard people say that that's the overall best, but we have a hard time finding it in our area. So another question that people ask is, are quail noisy? And for the most part, they aren't noisy, but every once in a while, the males, oh, they're right there, right on cue. A male clucked out. That was good timing. Good job there, guy. That's the sound that a male quail makes. The females make no sound at all, but the male quail will cluck just like you just heard. Quite often, but not so that it's so annoying that you can't handle it. So today, that was just kind of the basics of getting started with quail. In the future, we'll get it more specific into incubating, hatching, the reproduction, what we do with the quail eggs, what we do with the meat. We'll get into that in future episodes. So see you next time. Happy quails to